Have you ever clicked on an email that appeared excessively appealing? Maybe it promised a free gift card, a tax refund, or even a call from a long-lost relative needing urgent help. You hesitated, but something told you to click. And then, you wondered, what if this is a scam? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Every day, millions of seniors over 60 are targeted by online scams, schemes designed to steal your money, your identity, or your peace of mind. In fact, studies show that older adults lose billions of dollars each year to fraudsters who prey on trust and unfamiliarity with technology. It's a harsh reality, and it can leave you feeling vulnerable in a world that's supposed to feel connected and safe. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a victim. With a few simple, practical steps, you can protect yourself online, stay confident, and enjoy the digital world without fear. Meet Margaret, a 68-year-old retired teacher who loves staying connected with her grandkids on social media, shopping online, and even joining virtual book clubs. But just last year, Margaret came this close to losing thousands of dollars to a clever scam that targeted her bank account. Her story is one that many seniors can relate to, and it's a wake-up call that staying safe online is more important than ever. Today, we're diving into Margaret's journey and sharing 5 powerful ways seniors can stay safe online and avoid scams after 60. These aren't techie tricks that require a computer science degree. They're straightforward, senior-friendly strategies to keep your money, identity, and peace of mind secure. So grab a cup of tea, hit that like button to support this channel, and let's get started. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Margaret has always been a tech-savvy senior. After retiring from teaching, she embraced the digital world to stay connected. She loves video chatting with her grandkids in another state, ordering books online, and even paying her bills with a few clicks. But last spring, Margaret got an email that changed everything. It looked official, with her bank's logo claiming her account was compromised. The message urged her to click a link and enter her login details to secure her account. It sounded urgent, and Margaret, like so many of us, felt a pang of panic. She clicked the link, entered her information, and nothing happened. At first, she thought she was safe, but 2 days later, her bank called. Someone had tried to withdraw $4,000 from her savings. Margaret's heart sank. She felt betrayed, embarrassed, and worst of all, helpless. Margaret's story isn't unique. The FBI reports that seniors over 60 lose over $3.7 billion every year to online scams, from phishing emails to fake tech support calls. Why are seniors targeted? Because scammers know older adults are often trusting, may not be as familiar with digital red flags, and often have savings or pensions to exploit. These aren't just random emails. They're sophisticated traps. Fake IRS calls claiming you owe taxes, text messages pretending to be your grandkid in trouble, or even social media ads offering free trials that lock you into costly subscriptions. And the stakes are high. One scam can wipe out your retirement, savings, steal your identity, or leave you feeling unsafe in your own home. But here's the thing. Margaret didn't let that scare her away from the internet. Instead, she learned how to protect herself, and now she's sharing her wisdom with you. Up next, we'll reveal 5 essential strategies to stay safe online, starting with a simple habit that can stop scammers in their tracks. But first, tell us in the comments, have you or someone you know ever gotten a suspicious email or call? What did you do? Your story could help someone else avoid a scam. Let's keep this conversation going. After Margaret's close call with that fake bank email, she learned a golden rule that's now her first line of defense against scams. Verify before you trust. Scammers are masters at making emails, texts, or phone calls look real. Logos, official-sounding language, even your name in the subject line. But here's the truth. No legitimate company or person will ask you to share sensitive information like passwords, bank details, or social security numbers through an unexpected message. That's where phishing scams come in, and they're one of the biggest threats to seniors online. Phishing is when fraudsters trick you into clicking a link or sharing personal info, often leading to stolen identities or drained bank accounts. But don't worry, Margaret's got a simple system to spot these traps, and you can use it too. Let's break it down. First, Never click links or share info from unsolicited messages. If you get an email saying your account is locked or you owe money, don't panic. Margaret now knows to check the sender's email address. Scammers often use addresses that look almost real, like supportyourbank.net instead of supportyourbank.com. If it's a text or call claiming to be from your bank, the IRS, or even a grandkid, hang up or ignore it. Instead, contact the organization directly using a trusted number. For example, Margaret called her bank's official number from her statement, not the one in the email. It took 2 minutes and she confirmed the email was a scam. Another tip: hover over links without clicking to see where they lead. On a computer, place your mouse over the link to reveal the URL. If it's a random string of letters or a shady website, don't click. And if you're unsure, ask a trusted person, a friend, family member, or neighbor, to double-check. Margaret now runs suspicious messages by her daughter, who helped her spot a fake grandkid in trouble text. These small steps saved her thousands, and they can save you too. What about you? Have you ever spotted a phishing scam? Share your experience in the comments. It could save someone else from falling for it. Up next, a game-changing tool that keeps scammers out of your inbox. Stay tuned. After dodging that phishing scam, Margaret realized something crucial. Scammers don't just trick you into giving them information. They can also sneak into your accounts if your digital defenses are weak. That's why our second tip is to lock down your digital door. Think of your email, bank accounts, and devices as your home. If you wouldn't leave your front door wide open, you shouldn't leave your online accounts unprotected either. Scammers can hack weak passwords, steal your identity, or even lock you out of your own accounts. But with a few simple steps, you can make your digital world as secure as Fort Knox. And Margaret's learned how to do it without needing to be a tech wizard. First, create strong, unique passwords. Margaret used to use Maggie2023 for everything. Easy to remember, but also easy for hackers to crack. Now she uses a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols like Sunset Guard 3N2023. A good trick is to think of a phrase you love, like I love my garden, and turn it into something like Il 0v my guard 3N. Never reuse passwords across accounts, and consider using a notebook to jot them down safely at home. Don't store them on your computer. If remembering passwords feels overwhelming, a password manager app can help, and your local library might offer free classes to set one up. Next, turn on two-factor authentication, or 2FA, for your email and bank accounts. This adds an extra lock. After entering your password, you'll get a code on your phone or email to confirm it's you. Margaret enabled 2FA on her Gmail and bank accounts, and it's like having a deadbolt on her digital door. Most websites make it easy to set up. Just look for security settings in your account. If you're not sure how, ask a family member or check with your bank's customer service. Finally, keep your devices updated. Scammers exploit outdated software to sneak in. Margaret now checks for updates on her laptop and phone monthly. It's as simple as clicking install when prompted. These steps take just minutes, but make a huge difference. Have you tried strong passwords or 2FA yet? Share your tips or questions in the comments. We're all learning together. Coming up, a surprising way scammers target you through social media. You won't want to miss this. Margaret loves Facebook. It's her window to her grandkids, soccer games, old friends updates, and even local book club events. But one day, she saw an ad that stopped her in her tracks. Free iPad for seniors. Click here. It looked tempting, but something felt off. Good thing she didn't click, because that ad was a scam designed to steal her personal information. Our third tip is to guard your social media. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or even WhatsApp are goldmines for scammers targeting seniors. They use fake ads, friend requests, or messages to trick you into sharing details or downloading malware. But don't let that scare you away from connecting online. Margaret's learned how to enjoy social media safely, and you can too. Margaret loves Facebook. It's her window to her grandkids' soccer games, old friends updates, and even local book club events. But one day she saw an ad that stopped her in her tracks. Free iPad for seniors. Click here. It looked tempting, but something felt off. Good thing she didn't click, because that ad was a scam designed to steal her personal information. Our third tip is to guard your social media. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or even WhatsApp are gold mines for scammers targeting seniors. They use fake ads, friend requests, or messages to trick you into sharing details or downloading malware. But don't let that scare you away from connecting online. Margaret's learned how to enjoy social media safely, and you can too. Next, avoid clicking suspicious links or ads. That free iPad ad Margaret saw? It led to a website asking for her credit card to cover shipping. Scammers use these to steal money or install viruses. Before clicking, hover over the link to check the URL. If it's not from a trusted company, skip it. And never enter personal info on pop-up forms. Margaret now sticks to verified pages, like her local library's official Facebook account, for trustworthy updates. Finally, tighten your privacy settings. Margaret set her Facebook post to friends only, so strangers can't see her personal details, like her birthday or address, which scammers could exploit. Most platforms have simple privacy guides. Just search privacy settings in the app's help section. If it feels tricky, ask a family member to walk you through it. What's your favorite way to use social media? Ever spot a shady ad or message? Share in the comments. Your story could help others stay safe. Next, a simple habit that stops scammers before they reach you. Stay tuned. Margaret learned the hard way that scammers thrive on catching you off guard, especially when you're alone and unsure. That's why our fourth tip is to build a trusted circle. You don't have to navigate the online world solo. Having a small group of trusted people to turn to can stop scammers before they strike. Whether it's a family member, a friend, or a tech-savvy neighbor, your circle is like a safety net, helping you verify suspicious messages, set up security, or even just talk through a tricky situation. For Margaret, this tip was a game changer, and it can be for you too. First, pick 1 or 2 reliable people you can count on. Margaret chose her daughter, Sarah, who's good with technology, and her neighbor, Tom, who's always happy to help. They don't need to be tech experts, just someone you trust to give honest advice. Next, share anything suspicious with them. When Margaret got a text claiming her Amazon account was hacked, she forwarded it to Sarah, who spotted it as a scam in seconds. That quick check saved Margaret from clicking a dangerous link. Don't be embarrassed to ask. It's better to be safe than sorry. Finally, learn together. Many communities offer free online safety classes at libraries or senior centers. Margaret and Tom attended one where they learned how to spot fake websites and set up secure passwords. It wasn't just educational, it was fun, and it strengthened their bond. You can also watch YouTube tutorials with your circle, or ask a grandkid to show you a trick or two. Building this support network isn't just about safety, it's about staying connected and confident. Who's in your trusted circle? Have you ever leaned on someone to avoid a scam? Share your story in the comments, it could inspire others. Up next, our final tip to keep scammers out for good. You won't want to miss it. Margaret's journey taught her that the best way to beat scammers is to stay proactive. Our final tip is to stay one step ahead. Scammers are always evolving, but by keeping a close eye on your accounts and staying informed, you can outsmart them every time. Start by monitoring your bank and credit card statements weekly. Margaret checks her accounts every Sunday looking for unfamiliar charges. Even a small $5 charge could be a scammer testing your card. If you spot something odd, call your bank immediately. Most issues can be fixed quickly if caught early. You can also sign up for free transaction alerts via email or text from your bank. Next, stay informed about new scams. Margaret subscribes to RP's fraud alerts and follows her bank's social media for updates on common scams. Your local senior center or library might also offer newsletters or workshops. Knowledge is power. Knowing the latest tricks keeps you prepared. Finally, report scams to protect others. If you get a suspicious call or email, report it to the Federal Trade Commission at ReportFraud.ftc.gov. Margaret reported her phishing email, helping authorities track scammers. Margaret's no longer afraid of the internet. She's empowered, connected, and secure. You can be too. Which tip will you try first? Share in the comments, and let's keep supporting each other. If this helped, hit that like button, share with a friend, and subscribe for more tips to thrive after 60. Stay safe, stay smart, and keep shining.